that event to all sentient beings. I go for refuge and am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulations of the practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to event to all sentient beings. I go for refuge and am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulations of the practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to event to all sentient beings. Sanye Judha Soge Chonam La Chanju Pardo Dane Gyalso Che Page Jinso Kebe Sonam Ge Chola Benje Sanye Dubare Sho Sanye Judha Soge Chonam La Chanju Pardo Dane Gyalso Che Page Jinso Kebe Sonam Ge Chola Benjere Sanje Drupare Sho Sanje Choda Soge Chonamla Kanjo Bardo Tane Kyalso Che Tage Jinso Kebe Sonamge Chola Benjere Sanje Drupare Sho Om Ye Dharma Tu Prabhava Hetum Tesham Datagato Yavatat Tesham Chayo Nirodha Evam Vati Mahashramana Yesva Om Ye Dharma Prabhava Hetum Tesham Datagato Yavatat Tesham Chayo Nirodha Evam Vati Mahashramana Yesva Om Ye Dharma Hetu Prabhava Hetum Tesham Datagato Yavatat Tesham Chayo Nirodha Evam Vati Mahashramana Yesva. All phenomena arise from causes. The causes are taught by the Tathagata, the cessation of causes as well is taught by the great seer. Okay, this morning we were talking about the Buddhist biography. So the biography which Acharya Dignaga, a great 6th century Indian master, Acharya Dignaga, 6th century Indian master, his classic text. And by the way, this author, Acharya Dignaga, he is respected as the father of Buddhist logic, Acharya Dignaga. And he happened to be in 6th century AD. And of course, we need to hear about this great teacher more, because that the psychology that we study and primarily the psychology and logic that we study, this is traceable to his contributions, Acharya Dignaga. So he was, of course, a brilliant psychologist and logician, and he was also a lifelong retreatant, meditator. And so when he was composing this text on logic, the word of salutation, the first verse, now today in the modern context, there's what is known as dedication, the book dedicated to your parents and to whomsoever. In the Indian tradition, in the past, in the Indian tradition, the text which you're composing, you in a way like dedicated to the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, to the enlightened beings. So Acharya Dignaga, he composed a word of salutation to the Buddha before he composed the text. And the word salutation in Tibetan is Semar Gyurba Dola Pensheba Dumba Deshe Gyubla Chan Se Ne. Talking into Dwala Zebe Semar Gyurba Sujin Sheba Chan. This is the Tibetan verse. In English, the first two lines of the Tibetan, it reads, the one who has transformed into the reliable guide, motivated by altruism to benefit sentient beings, the teacher, Sukha, and protector, to you my prostrations. So this is the two lines. So these two lines, also it's just two lines, given that written by a brilliant logician, philosopher, psychologist. Of course, it's so condensed. It contains the full biography of the Buddha for people who are more matured in their thinking. So what it says is that so first let me quickly take you back to 2,500 years ago, while the Buddha was still alive, as a young prince. And from there, let's see. And just see if you would agree. If you agree, or if you would say, okay, this is possible. If you agree in that sense, then it should make sense. Otherwise, oh, just a biography, it's happened, who knows. Okay, so Prince Siddhartha, he was born as a young prince, extremely intelligent and very compassionate in Kapilavastu. Then for him it must be around like age 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then 20, 21. He has been witnessing all forms of the cruelties, the pains of the world, the pain that you see around, the pains. For example, Maya said, the pain is there, the pain is reality. So this is what he witnessed. He witnessed the pain, and the pain in different forms. Some the poverty, and some the ignorance, not knowing, and some exploitation. For example, in the palace, although he himself was the prince, but he could see injustices in the palace. The royal family members, they're abusing the commoners. He was witnessing that, and he was always supporting the commoners and against the royal family members who are being, they say, the naughty, mischievous, exploiting. Prince Siddhartha was always against all these things. Then finally, at the age of, he became, of course, he had been witnessing all these problems in the world. Then finally, he came to realize, and then on top of that, the wars are happening. The wars were happening, and in the common neighborhood, we see that one more powerful family abusing others. All these things were witnessed, seen. Within the family, all these fights, conflicts, and he was looking for a solution. So what can I do to solve these problems? And the war is happening, how many people are being killed. And then finally, he realized that if I am to stay the way my father intends me to, then I'll become the next king. Becoming the next king, how can I help the world? So this was the question. So if I become a king, you can help somebody, then look at my father. He should be able to help. But he couldn't help all the problems that I'm witnessing while he's still a king. So therefore, if I become a king, I can, at best, I can become one like him, not somebody else. So he thought that this is not the solution. So by being a king, I cannot really solve the solution of the world. So then he thought of an alternative way. So I have to leave the palace, look for another alternative to solve the problem. He left the palace. And finally, he left the palace out of compassion, wanted to look for a solution to solve the problems of the world around. Okay, how many of you would say, yeah, till this point is fine? So this is acceptable. Raise hands. Good. Till this point, yes. So then the next is he left the palace in search of in search of the first, what should you do now? He should look for the alternate solution. A solution he cannot get like this. He has to seek the help of a teacher. So he saw the first teacher, Acharya Alara Kalam. First teacher, Acharya meaning the master, Alara Kalam. He first met with the teacher. So the teacher, later, when we could learn about the different meditative states, the different meditative, very profound, high level of meditative states, where this one is, okay, I don't want to go into detail now. There is what is known as a formless meditation. Formless meditation. Within that, there are four. And that teacher reached the number third, Acharya, known as the meditative concentration of the infinite, meditative concentration of vacuity. This is what he reached, the teacher. So, then Prince Siddhartha was trained under this teacher. And very soon, Prince Siddhartha reached the same level as the teacher, meditative concentration of the vacuity, same level as the teacher. Then Prince Siddhartha asked for more teaching. And the teacher said that you already have everything. So I have nothing more to offer. And in fact, you already obtained everything. Now, my students are your students. Teach them. And Prince Siddhartha, he left because that he still didn't get the answer to the problem that to the problem which he was seeking, the answer to the problem that he is seeking. Then he met with the second teacher, Acharya Udrega. He met with the second teacher. And again, he asked within a short span, and the second teacher reached the fourth level, which is the highest within samsara, highest level of the meditative concentration, known as the peak of existence, In Tibetan, Sise, he reached that level. Then again Prince Siddhartha, following the teacher, he reached the same level as the second teacher also, very quickly. And asked for more teachings, and the second teacher, you have attained everything. Within samsara, that is the supreme, there's nothing more. You attain everything, and all my students are your students, guide them and stay with me. And Prince Siddhartha, he left because he still could not think an answer to all the problems. So this is where these biographies tell us what's the complete meaning of the purpose of life. So today we talk about just meditation. This is more primarily the one which is followed by these two teachers. These two teachers, Prince Siddhartha reached the same level as the two teachers, but the Prince Siddhartha was not happy. So which means that some people, they just go into meditation, and they say that this is everything. This will take you to Buddhahood. But why the Prince Siddhartha left? Don't forget it. These are big messages for us to choose the complete path. What's the complete path? Okay, so Prince Siddhartha left, and finally, in 6 years' time, Prince Siddhartha found the solution to all the problems. Okay, what the solution is, most you want to learn what it is. So, this is what for we are here. What is that solution? So Prince Siddhartha found the solution. And then, okay, let's say during the COVID-19, to 2020, you remember that or you forgot that? How many had the fear? So much of fear, feeling of uncertainty, resents? 2020. Even the feeling of uncertainty also disappeared. Okay, so many people were just wishing that the COVID vaccine is invented very soon. And finally, COVID vaccine came out, but still not on the market. So they say COVID vaccine was found, or the invented, and then finally the once the COVID vaccine came, what should we do then? We market right away, or what should we do? Anyone? Hey, Google, what should we do? Once the COVID vaccine is found, then market it right away? Tested. So you have to check the efficacy. You have to check, it has to go through the human trials to check the efficacy. So it says Pfizer is 97% efficacy. This is what they say. Whatever it is. So efficacy has to be checked. How effective that is, it has to be checked through human trial. So Prince Siddhartha, he found a solution to the problems of all of the humanity and all the beings. So this solution has to check it first, efficacy. So he checked it on himself. He meditated on this particular solution, not the meditation, of course, combined with the meditation which the earlier two teachers taught. But the real solution is different, which we're going to learn, combined with the meditative techniques taught by the earlier two teachers. The Prince Siddhartha practiced, and then finally all his problems settled. The tears of samsara stopped for him. So he saw 100% efficacy. With this, then what happened? Then he went to share this wisdom with other beings. That made him the great teacher. So the two lines which Acharya Dinaga said is, in English, the one who has transformed into the reliable guide. Transform meaning, not that he was born as a god. No. Born as a Buddha. No. He was born as a Prince Siddhartha. From there, he transformed to become Buddha. You getting it? The one who has transformed into the... Okay, so which page it should be in this? Page 5. Okay, just check. Let us read. As I explain this, just see if you are able to follow this. Page 5, the second verse, which reads, the one who has transformed into the reliable guide. So, Prince Siddhartha, he left the palace to learn a skill with which to guide all the beings from the painful tears to fearlessness and infinite happiness. So this is what he wanted to do. He wanted to save the beings. So for this, he has to transform from the ordinary person to the reliable guide, to be the guide to all the beings. Okay, the one who is transformed into the reliable guide. So now he has become a reliable guide. Yes. What was his journey like? Motivated by altruism to benefit sentient beings. So he left the palace with a motivation, compassion. You agree? He left the palace with a motivation, compassion to benefit the beings. He left this journey. This is how the journey started. Then the teacher meaning on the skill, the wisdom which he has to teach the beings. That wisdom which he has to teach the beings, with which the beings can be helped. So teacher refers to the wisdom which he is to discover and teach the beings, the wisdom. Then next is teacher and Sugata. Sugata meaning the one who has gone to the bliss of purity. The one who has gone to the perfect bliss of purity. The one who has gone to the perfect bliss of purity, Sugata. So, with this practice of wisdom himself, with his practice, all his pain subsided and he experienced a perfect bliss of the purity. Bliss of the perfect purity is what he himself experienced. So with this, then he realized, yes, now I found a path which is very efficacious. I found a path which is so efficacious. Now what should I do? Sugata and protector. Now I go to share this wisdom to protect the beings. Share this wisdom to protect the beings, or to protect the beings by sharing this wisdom. Okay, to you, I make prostrations. And who is the one who made the prostrations? Acharya Dignaga. And to whom the prostration was made? To Buddha. Okay, this is the biography. So with this in mind, and you see that you tell me something, that Prince Siddhartha, after becoming Buddha, he became a revolutionary. He went into a revolutionary actions to change everything, particularly in those days. Just imagine, even today, we see biases, gender discriminations are there. All forms of discrimination are happening, even today. Even today, discriminations are happening. With an own mind, within the small community, within the family, the biases are there. And then within the community and within the religions, we see the biases there. Biases are there. Just imagine, today is supposed to be modern day, modern world. If this bias is so rampant today, what do you think about 2,500 years ago? Biases were so acute there. And so like this is something normal. Particularly, I would say one example would be gender discrimination, caste discrimination, and so forth. So Buddha was totally against gender discrimination, totally against caste discrimination. The say prejudice based on your status, your social status. Buddha was totally against that. Just imagine, in those days, 2,500 years ago, even the mothers, they preferred to have male children. Even the mothers preferred to have male children in those days. And in those days, Buddha was totally against gender discrimination and all forms of discrimination. Why? For Buddha said everyone is equal. And tell me. And it was not just, oh, he's a Buddha, everybody will listen to it. No, don't think like this. Don't think like this. Even there, people were challenging the Buddha. You getting it? People were challenging the Buddha, but Buddha stood so firm against any form of prejudices, any form of discriminations. Buddha stood so firm. Okay, tell me, what do you think is the reason that Buddha remained so firm against gender discrimination or any form of discrimination? What made him so strongly stand against all these the inequalities? Why? Anyone? Yes, there's Gandila.
Bring suffering?
Huh?
Bring suffering.
Because this injustices brings suffering. Okay. Anyone else? There's something so unique with the Buddha, and people know that injustices give suffering. But why Buddha became so strong? Yes, here, your name?
Akiya.
Akiya, yes.
Because he could see that all beings had the opportunity for perfection.
Okay, Akiya is saying that because he sees that every being has the possibility for perfection. Very good, very good. Anyone else? Anyone else over there? Huh?
Saw that the self in him, the true self in him was the self in all.
Okay, so now this fan, your sound all mixing up. The mic.
It's against the identification and the false sense of separation because he saw in essence that the self in him is the self in all.
Oh, okay. So he's against all form of the identification, separate identification, seeing himself as in all. Okay. Anyone else? Yes.
I thought he has already experienced the palace life. He has seen that life, and also he has seen the life of the world. And he must have experienced the same pain while in palace and also in the world. That's why he thought that this relation is not right.
How not right? How not right?
Because since he didn't discriminate anybody,
And he did not do, yes,
behind it can be,
but he was against people who were doing that.
yes,
Why? What gave him this confidence?
because he has seen the life in palace,
Yes, of course, he has seen that.
he has seen the life of the commoners also, and he has seen the suffering there and suffering here is the same. People over there and here are the same, only the situations are different. So maybe everyone can be a temple, everyone can be a god. It's like that.
Okay, everyone can be human or giving a god also.
Not God, like
But everyone cannot be prince. Everyone cannot be prince.
but the suffering are the same.
Suffering same, but there some are prince, some are non-prince. You cannot deny this reality also.
But the suffering is the same, I think, while in the palace also.
Okay, you should think of a reason which is very same. If your reason is 50%, you can be 50% confident. If the reason is 60% strong, you can be 60% confident. If the reason is 100% strong, you can be 100%. And the Buddha was 100% the against all form of discrimination. Yes, over there.
um, all sentient beings have this Buddha nature in themselves. So it's not.
All beings of Buddha nature. Okay, so the many of us may be wondering what is the Buddha nature. Anyone else? Good. Okay, the Joyce.
He saw that we all were having this suffering of ignorance, and that could be removed.
So he saw that everyone we are suffering, all because of the ignorance, and this ignorance can be removed. Very good. Yes.
He had this faithful compassion. He saw more, and with his compassion, he was willing to help.
So, but what made him feel that everybody is equal? There should be no discrimination. Why?
Bodhichitta.
Huh?
Bodhichitta.
Bodhichitta, yes. Metri? No?
Omniscience.
Huh?
Science.
Omniscience. Because of the omniscience, very good. Anyone else? Yes.
Geshe-la, because all discrimination is only at the level of conventional reality, and since he had seen wisdom of emptiness in its fullest sense, everything in discrimination is all there.
But at the same time, they say human beings, and the stone. The distinction on the conventional, but we have to treat the human as more important than the stone. Okay. Anyone else? So okay, look, I am asking say there's a counter questions coming from me. This is not a challenge. You're getting it? In a way, this is how we are learning how to ask the deeper questions. Okay. Okay, let's say Cyrus.
Because he realized that we all want the same thing and we all have the potential for full awakening.
Okay, so we all want the same thing and we all have the potential for full awakening. Very good. Okay, Dr. Mona Lisa.
Geshe-la, similar to many of us that already answered. So just like him, each sentient being has the potential to become Buddha, irrespective of any caste, religion, gender, or anything like that. So because he saw that already when he meditated for 6 years, so he was aware that he already knew he had conditions. He saw that each of us had the potential to become a Buddha, and therefore he was strictly against the discrimination because as just
Wonderful. Okay, now let us see. When others are giving answers, please listen to others. Don't think that, okay, others, they're like me, they don't know anything, just wasting time. Let him see what he has to say. Don't wait like this, because they say 5 people get this chance to speak. You get 5 different ideas. So if I speak only one idea. So therefore, this is very, very helpful. And for sometimes, when I ask the question to 5 different people, 6 people, I get 7 different ideas from the people. That's very helpful. So you also, I would suggest that you take the maximum advantage, and this one thing. And also, when I ask this question, don't just wait for somebody else to give the answer. You also give the answer. Whether you're able to raise a hand or give the answer in person or not, still just mentally give the answer. And if your answer tallies with somebody else's answer, and if I try to ask more question, think about it. Because if you don't think about an answer, then you will not know how to go deeper. So this will be very helpful. Okay, good. So with this, let me take you a little deeper and then see, okay, all the answers given, they make sense now. You get it? Otherwise, sometimes it may become you may think that, okay, they are saying something. But if you know what's that? The bottom line, then from there you build up. You say, okay, now it makes sense. Okay, let's say, in those days, why the prince? Okay, prince is so important. Why the boy referred to as a prince is considered as very important? Why? Let's say 1,000 years, even today, even today, so people crazy after that. 2,000 years ago, of course, even more. So why the child of the king, queen, that child is considered very important? Why? Yes.
Expectations of the parents, the king and the queen.
Yes. Anyone else? Over there, Li Bang?
He has the potential to be the king, the future king.
He will be the next king, or she will be the next queen, right? Okay, so therefore because of this, she is very important. Okay, how many agree with Li Bang with hands? Very good. Now, the Buddha saw who's more important, king or the Buddha? Huh? Buddha is more important. What is king? At the most, he can help protect his people, but not fully. But if you become a Buddha, you have the potential to benefit every single sentient being, human beings, animals, insects, hungry ghosts, God and goddesses, spirits, everyone. So Buddha is oftentimes also known as the God of the gods. The epithet of the Buddha, one of the epithets of Buddha is God of gods. God of gods. So if this makes the prince very important, then anybody who has the potential to become a Buddha, somebody having the potential to become the king is very important, then somebody having the potential to become the Buddha should be even more important. Who has that? Everybody has this. Everybody has this potential. Everyone, whether you're Buddhist or not, it doesn't matter. Whatever gender, it doesn't matter. Everyone has the same potential. That is known as what is your name, lady? Your name? Akia. But Akia said that the potential for perfection. Everybody has this perfection. In a loose sense, in a secular sense, we can say this is the hidden treasure, the greatest hidden treasure. The greatest of the treasures that exist in the universe that is hidden within us. That is the hidden treasure. And technically, it is known as Buddha nature. Technically, it is Buddha nature. It is known as Buddha nature. When you say Buddha, don't attach this with Buddhism. Buddhism is a system, ism. But the Buddha is a Sanskrit word. It's a Sanskrit word. It means awakening. It means awakening. So, anybody can be awakened. Anybody can be awakened, that a treasure inside will be manifested. Okay, anyone, just tell me, what would be the greatest of the treasure in the world? Just imagine, you can imagine, but don't be too wild in imagination. Just imagine something that makes sense. What would be the greatest of the treasure in the world? Say, no, not necessarily talk from this spiritual point of view. Anything that comes to your mind. In the first place, what is treasure? Why treasure is important? Think in these two lines, why treasure is important? In these two lines, tell me, what would be the most precious treasure in the world? Anyone? Anyone?
Life.
Huh?
Life.
Life. Life is very precious, yes. Life is very precious. Over there?
Love.
Love is very precious, yes. Okay, now two important things came. Life, destructive life, a life to destroy others. Good, bad.
Life is life.
No. This is not my question. Life, to all lives or some lives? All lives. Life to destroy other people is also life, right? So that's also precious.
For that person, yes. For the person living that life.
Okay, which means it is for that person's precious, otherwise it's not precious.
Life in general is precious.
Life in general is precious. I agree with you. My question is that all lives are precious? So this is known as fine tuning. You are getting it? I'm not saying that what is said is wrong, but I'm digging you deeper. You're getting it? Okay, love. Love, there are different kinds of love. Right? Mother's love. Mother's love towards the child. Good, bad. Huh? Very precious. Without this, we cannot survive. So precious. But sometimes the mother's child fights with creates a fight with the neighbor's child, and the mother would beat the neighbor's child, not your child, right? This is too much. This is known as excessive love, excessive attachment, I would say. You're getting it? So love mixed with attachment is good or bad. It can be destructive. And particularly unskilled love can destroy your own children. Unskilled love can destroy your own children, right? Not teaching anything to the child, not teaching anything. Child eats the food and doesn't know how to wash the dishes. Forget about cooking food. And if there are some of you who do not know how to cook food, don't blame your parents. Right? Okay, now I remember. Yes, I don't know how to cook. My parents didn't teach me. He's telling us, yes, my parents' mistake. Don't blame your parents. You're getting it? Okay. Some people are very, and then child says that, Mom, I love the PlayStation, and no studies. And then gradually you can, my mom, teddy bear, a teddy bear. And gradually you reach age 20, still teddy bear. Gradually age 30, still teddy bear. Right? And then you blame your mother. You blame mother. Mother, you've been always giving me teddy bear. You asked me. No, I was a small child. You're getting it? So this is where unskilled compassion can damage your children. Unskilled love. Okay, anyone else? What's a treasure? Yes.
Wisdom and knowledge for good purpose.
Wisdom.
Wisdom and knowledge for good purpose.
Say it again. Wisdom.
Wisdom and knowledge.
Knowledge. Okay. Wisdom and knowledge for good purpose. Okay. Wisdom and knowledge for good purpose. Very good. Very good. Anyone else? Over there. Mike.
Want to find to abiding being love itself.
Abiding
In being love itself.
in being love itself. Okay, very good. In fact, I would say that this pure love, this is so precious. Pure love, which Stefan, and your name? Peter. Two Peters. Yes. Okay. So the pure love, this is extremely beautiful. It's amazing. The pure love. And so I would say that the pure love, this is so beautiful. This is something that we really need to feel, the pure love. And it's so, where shall I get it? It's very difficult. The source is inside. The source is inside, we look for outside. Very complicated. Okay. Anyone else? Yes, Cyrus.
a medicine to remove all suffering.
Medicine to remove all suffering. Such a medicine that is so precious. Very good. Anyone else? Anyone else? Stefan, you all said it. But love, right? You said love. Anyone else? Anyone else? What do you think is the treasure, the best of the treasure that can possibly exist in this world? Anyone? Yes, Shalini.
Happiness.
Happiness, happiness. If you get the happiness cheesecake, no,
Yes, it's temporary happiness.
a temporary happiness. So the temporary happiness is the most precious treasure. I'm asking the most precious treasure, ultimate happiness, lasting happiness, ultimate happiness. Very good. Okay. Anyone else? Yes.
Infinite compassion.
Infinite compassion. Compassion. So compassion, underlying compassion is the love. This love, this is so beautiful, it's amazing, beautiful. And the next question is, okay, this is okay. They say if this is some okay, that feeling, if it comes, that's so beautiful, amazingly beautiful. It doesn't involve the mindset of business transaction. Usually, the love, there's a business transaction, spirit of business transaction. You're getting it? When that is there, is tainted. But there's a pure affection. This is so beautiful, amazing. Okay, so that treasure, the say the greatest of the treasure. Okay, now in a secular context, in a normal mundane world, let's say what kind of treasures are there? Quick. In mundane sense, what kind of treasure? Treasure doesn't necessarily mean gold, silver, and so forth. But what do you like? What in a mundane sense? If I ask this question to the ordinary people, what answer would they give? Yes, the sound, healthy body, healthy mind. Very good. Yes. Okay. Yes, here.
Peace.
Peace is a treasure. Mitri. Comfort. Yes. Comfort, peace of mind, sound body, good, healthy body. Yes, this is a great treasure. Particularly, say, when you have your natural body, the young ones, you have no experience. Those who hit the 40s, you treasure your eyes. Yes, those who hit 40s, you treasure your eyes. Okay, and those who hit 50s, you treasure your knees. All right, young ones, you have no experience. Hey, Akia, you have no experience. For time, you have no experience. You're getting it? Okay. So the natural sound health, maintain a body, this is very important. And then maintain your mind, sound mind. This is so precious. You're getting it? This is so precious. And then the material, you say comfort. Comfort, yes, of course. Say the comfort. Finally, we are looking for comfort. We're looking for comfort. Okay, how to obtain the comfort is by sound health, sound body, sound mind. And then this will give you looking for the lasting happiness. Okay, and the peace. With this, you will get a peace of mind. And then so how to get this is through the medicine to cure all the problems. And then Isidora, what did you say? Knowledge which takes you to virtues, right? Knowledge which takes you to virtues, knowledge and the wisdom which take you to virtues. This will make sure that these things happen. So I'm glad that The people who are all identifying the treasure not outside as money. Yes, of course, money is important, not important. Hey, money is important, not money. Is it important, not important? Very important. Very important. His Holiness, we have to learn a lot from His Holiness the Dalai Lama. His Holiness is extremely practical. He says, "Well, look at the Tibetans. With the Tibetans, we always pray to, there are so many gods of wealth in Tibetan. We pray this, invoke this god of wealth, that god of wealth, this god of wealth, that god of wealth. So we spend a lot of time praying and spending money after that. And at the end of the day, there's not a single millionaire. So look how practically Soden says. So, and his son says that other people, they don't have god of wealth. And there's so many billionaires, there's so many millionaires. Right? What is this god of wealth? You getting it? Okay. So, we should be very practical. Wealth is important. It doesn't mean that you come into Dharma and then the wealth is, you neglect your health, neglect your wealth, neglect your family. No, never ever do that. This is not Dharma. Real Dharma is to expand, not to shrink. Right? Okay, now helping others, I shrink to myself and then go to Himalaya. No, this is not the. There can be some people who can do, that's a different story. But otherwise, Dharma is to expand your compassion, expand your happiness, expand, let others also enjoy and get the sense, as Isidore said, the virtue, the wisdom, which is the medicine to heal all the problems and to get to the ultimate happiness, and your life will be meaningful and the love will be pure love, not just a love, but a pure love. And then you can be with it. You manifest yourself in the form of the pure love, which is so beautiful. This amazing experience, the pure affection is so precious. Pure affection to human beings, pure affection to the animals, pure affection, for example, like these goats outside. This is all the tradition of Lama Sopa Rinpoche, who passed away. Lama Sopa Rinpoche is amazing, great embodiment of compassion. Is amazing. So these are the traditions to buy these goats, otherwise to be, cut into pieces. So now they are really, they go to life. So precious life. So that way, the real treasure, finally, they say, with the treasure, what should happen? Okay, anyone? Now the outcome of the treasure. What do you expect out of the treasure? What do you expect? Any treasure, a treasure in terms of the worldly life. In the worldly life, the common people, they will treasure the money, the power, or whatever. But they treasure. What is the outcome that is expected? Steve?
Freedom.
Freedom. Very good. Anyone else? Okay, Maya was so happy. You agree fully? 100%. Oh yeah, I can see that. Steve said freedom, and Maya was extremely happy, exuding with joy. Okay, so the freedom is one outcome. Any other outcome that you can think of?
Peace and satisfaction. Peace and satisfaction.
Peace and satisfaction. Full satisfaction, not partial. Full satisfaction. Very good. Yes, doctor? Ultimate happiness. Okay, let's not forget. And then see if there are nuances with respect to the distinctions. Peter?
Yes, the feeling that they will be enough after whatever achievement it is they are pursuing.
No, I couldn't follow you.
To be enough.
Oh, to feel, okay, now enough.
Enough.
Very good. Now I'm enough. Right? Okay, so I've been struggling for the money, power. And then, okay, now it's enough. Wow, enough. Now I've reached. Very good. Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay, so, okay, the girl over there, what's your name? Abhinashi, tell me.
I was saying contentment, but I think somebody already said that.
Contentment. Somebody, it's not somebody, it's Peter. Enough.
Said satisfaction.
Satisfaction. Satisfaction, yes. Contentment, satisfaction, enough. Now this is enough. You're getting it? Okay, I'm contented. I'm satisfied. Okay, very good. So now, His Holiness the Dalai Lama says that, okay, let's not forget, there's a triangle. Satisfaction, contentment, enough. It's like a triangle. They all mean the same thing. His Holiness says that we want happiness. And happiness, there are two ways of seeking it. Happiness seeking outside, happiness seeking inside. Happiness seeking outside, how much is enough? $100? $10,000? $1 million? $1 billion? How much enough is enough? And then you can go into cryptocurrency. Then you can go into imaginary currency. You're getting it? Imaginary, and in actuality, the reality is that material world is limited. There's a limitation. Our craving doesn't have limitation. There's no enough. If you look for outside, there's no enough, because outside is enough. Outside, there's limited. Enough means it's limited. But the craving, if it is not controlled, it will look for endless. And what the whole world has is still not enough for you. So those people who look for external happiness externally, they're unwise. Because what they want and what the world can give you, these two are just contradictory. What you want is infinite, and what the world can give you is limited. It cannot give you the material resources the world has is limited. For example, as a mining, deforestation. At one point, so when I was a little boy, I thought that somehow the sand, you get it from, just go to some river and then you get the sand. It never occurred to my mind that one day there's going to be a ban on the excavating, sand mining. There's going to be a ban on it. And then later, my friend was constructing a house like a temple. And they said that now we don't get sand. I said, why? Because the government has already banned. Because whole the place where the sand is mined is becoming empty. Land is gone. So it's very dangerous. So therefore, the resources, they are limited. Our mind doesn't have, the craving doesn't have a limit. And the resources, they have a limit. So you will never get this level to say enough is enough. It will never come. You will never have a sense of contentment. You will never have a sense of satisfaction if you look for the happiness outside. Whereas the internal resource is limitless. If you really want to look for limitless the happiness, internal resource is limitless. So those people who look for the real happiness inward, these are wise people. Those who look for the happiness outside, they are unwise. But his soul, as I said earlier, his soul is extremely practical. He will say that the happiness that we are seeking, is actually dependent on two factors: external factors and internal factors. Say, for example, the money is very important. His soul says it's very important. Money is very important. And it's not just, it's purely mind. No. Mind is internal. Internal is also very important. External is also very important. So we have to take, say, mind. As long as our mind is not strong, our dependence on external is more. Let's not forget it. As long as our mind is not strong, our dependency on external factors is more. As our mind becomes stronger, the dependence on external factors is less. And eventually, you can cut off from the dependence on external when the mind becomes perfectly strong. Let me give you one example. When the mind becomes perfectly strong, how your dependence on external factors is cut. Let me just show you. These are the things that we need to keep in mind. Then you will see that, wow, this is amazing. And in fact, say, coming to this Bodhgaya and then hearing about this, the real treasure is inside. When you get conviction, that will be a big, big, big blessing for us. When you get conviction that the real treasure is inside. So, what I said thus far is that when the mind is weak, our dependency on external is more. For example, a small child is vulnerable, weak. As a child is vulnerable, the dependence on the parents is more. You agree? As the child grows more and more strong, then the dependency becomes less. Finally, when the child becomes very competent, the dependence on the parents becomes zero. You agree? Good. So likewise, our mind is like the child, and dependence on external is like the dependence on the parents. So as the mind is very weak, the dependence on the external is large. When the mind becomes stronger, we don't have to depend on external things. For example, people crave after money. Say, say, nowadays it's not really common. In the olden times, it's very common. Say, the public, what do you call it, corporate shops and the private shops. Two shops which will run till 11 p.m. Private one or the corporate one. Do you understand what I'm saying? Which means you have no idea.
You mean the government and
Yes, corporate meaning, people come together, put the money together as a community, create a shop. One is a private, individual family runs a shop. Which of the two shop will most likely run till 11 p.m.? Private one. Why? Because you can see the money coming in your pocket. Whereas the government one, it will not go to your pocket, it will go to the government. You're getting it? So it doesn't matter. In any ways, you get the monthly salary, you get it. Whether you close it at 5:30 or run till 11, you'll get the money. It will not increase, it will not decrease. So therefore, why should we put in more effort? So this is why communism collapsed. Communism collapsed because of that. Okay, so what I'm saying is that some, I cannot blame them. It's because that they do not really get the chance to meet with these teachings. I would say that if I am in such a situation where I do not get the chance, I will behave exactly the same like these people. What they do? Somebody's already in 80s and hardly could walk, still sitting in the shop, 11 p.m., still sitting in the shop, and making sure that you don't even spare one penny. So there, I will also behave the same way if I don't get this opportunity for me. But I got. So it's a matter of opportunities. So therefore, those who got the opportunity should not waste the opportunity. Like each one of us, we got the opportunity. So we should not waste this opportunity. Okay. So with this, say, in the conventional sense, say with the treasure, this money. Some people, power, right? Power, just 4 years in office, and you think that I'm eternally there. And then you break the whole White House. So you are eternally there. You are just 1 year is gone. Only 3 years. I don't know how many. Whether he can actually step into the White House. I don't know that part of the White House. I don't know. And how long he's going to be there. I don't know. And who the next person going to come to demolish this once more? We don't know. So if you see these things, just tell me. I will not blame such people. If I am in a situation like this, I will also behave like this. It's a matter of opportunity. So therefore, this opportunity is so precious to meet with the to meet with, for example, the teaching of the Buddha, to meet with His Holiness the Dharma. Anybody who goes there to meet with His Holiness, your mind will be transformed. And some people say that, what's the point of you going to His Holiness, to see His Holiness the Dalai Lama? You're the same angry person, but your anger, if not gone to His Holiness, your anger may be 80%. Going to His Holiness, anger reduces to 75%. That's amazing. Ordinary people see 75% is a huge percentage of anger. It's unchanged. But you have changed 5 degrees less because of just having the vision of His Holiness. His Holiness is compassion. Your anger subsides. Okay, so with this, what I'm saying is that with these words, so the treasure, the money, the power, if you ask them, what is their answer? What do you think is their answer? Why you are working so hard for money all the time? Anyone? What answer would they give? Tell me. Yes.
To secure the future.
To secure the future. Secure the future meaning?
So tomorrow they'll also have enough money to spend.
To spend money, to spend. So the happiness of the future. Raise hands. Okay. Okay, Steve does not. Steve say, Steve, would you say that the same answer will be given by them?
I'm not sure, maybe for some, but I think for many it's just pure greed and ego.
It's the ego that I have more money, I'm the wealthiest person, so forth. Yes, I'm important, very special person. So then, yes, this is true, and some even go to a little more sensible than what Cyrus said. Is okay. So my future is for the future. You don't need billion. We don't need billion, right? We don't need billion. So this purely for ego and the pride, purely for that. So now let's say if you ask such people, billionaires, tell me, say so why do you have this much money for what? Status, social status. I'm somebody. I am somebody. So with you, when you feel that I'm somebody, do you feel happy? You feel happier than other people who don't have this much of money? Then this is a world of illusion. You're getting it? Real happiness is, as what this girl said, contentment, satisfaction, and enough. So if you don't feel what is enough, there's a constant craving going there. Craving is quest, thirst. Quest means that you're craving for water and still you don't get it. So this concept which I'm going to show you now, if you get it fully inside your mind, it's a greatly liberating, which I think Steve said, freedom. This is real freedom. I'll share one anecdote. One person found a solid gold, a big chunk of gold. And maybe many of you heard the story. And everybody was asking him, what are you going to do with this gold? And he said that I'm going to give to the poorest person. I'm going to give this to the poorest person. And the next day he gave it to the king. And people were shocked. And you said you're going to give the poorest person, you give to the richest person. He said, poor and rich, it's not about how much you have, it's about what you greed. When the greed is bigger and it's not fulfilled, that is poor. When the greed is not there, enough to eat, enough to put on, enough shelter, that's good enough. There's no greed, you are wealthy. So therefore, the poverty is when you have a greed whose aspiration is not fulfilled. More the gap, what it's seeking, and the greed, vacuum left. More the vacuum is left, that is poor. That is poor. So if we understand this is greatly liberating. I would say that how you lead your life, perhaps I would say that many of you, how you lead your life, this is a smart way of leading your life. But you have enough, and then from there, you know how to, keep yourself happy, look for means to be mentally happy. Physically, you have something enough. This is how we keep going. This smart. Otherwise, some even the millionaires, billionaires, they're still struggling for more turnovers. And are you millionaire so that you are relaxing? No. So the point is that this is a smart approach where you have enough. Then so look for a life. Anyways, life is short. Life is short. Okay, Maya, if I may know your age, how old are you? Yeah.
31.
Oh, I thought you were 21. Abhinashta. Abhinasha.
34.
What's happening? It looks like 21, 22. Wow, that's amazing. I have to ask these two, what is the secret of your youth? Hey, Maya.
Buddha Dharma.
Wow, that's amazing. Abhinasha?
No idea.
Okay. So this is where a life in any ways is very short. A life is very short. And then see if there's a greater purpose. Greater purpose, say, with this wealth, so that I'll be happy. With the wealth, I'll be happy. With the power, I'll be happy. With the good family, I'll be happy. With good health, I'll be happy. And with clean air, I'll be happy. So finally, we are seeking happiness. Okay, this happiness, how many of you had the experience of happiness in your life? I'm not talking about lasting happiness. Even immediate temporary happiness is also fine. How many of you had that experience? Raise hands. We all have that experience. Abhinasha? Shubhrut? Your name? Shobit. Happiness? Yes. So we all have that happiness. Okay. Can you give an example of what happiness you get? Anyone? Anyone? Just quick. Any kind of sharing. Quick to save time. Maybe Maitri. Happiness. What kind of happiness?
The roads are happy to drive.
Oh, yeah. When the roads are empty and it gives you happiness. Okay. For me, going from my residence to the office, there's so many red lights. When it's once in a while, once in 3-4 years, green light after green light after green light, that makes me so happy. I agree with Maitri. Thank you. Anyone else? What kind of happiness? Yes.
Being in nature for me.
Being in nature, meaning in forest.
Not in forest, but just maybe a good park that I come across or seeing a sunset.
Okay, being in nature, like sunset or the open space or forest or the beach, whatever. Very good. Anyone else? Anyone else?
When I see my family happy, when she's happy, when my parents happy.
Okay, I don't know what it is indicating. Okay. Is Sadavashi. Yes. Sadavasha.
I'm mostly happy, so that you should.
Okay, good. Anyone else? What kind of happiness? Be very honest. With food, with music, or yes.
Krishna, when I go back home from work and then
Oh, yes, after the work, chill out.
I don't have to cook for anyone. I don't have to clean for anyone. I'm just relaxing.
Chilling out.
Being a woman and I'm so happy.
Yes, very good. Anyone else? Quick. Yes.
Spending time with friends.
Spending time with friends. Very good. Very good. Very good. Daniela. Dania. Huh? Traveling. Okay, Venerable?
When getting what want and not getting what not want.
Okay, happy when you get what you want and happy not getting what you don't want. Very good. Like what?
Can say anything.
Don't say anything. Be very precise.
I can say anything. Because life is very long.
No. Just be very precise. Like cheesecake. I like cheesecake, Be very precise. Cheesecake you like?
Cheesecake, yes.
Yes, when I get cheesecake, I'm happy, right? When the rotten cheesecake runs away, I'm very happy. When the fresh cheesecake comes, I'm very happy. You getting it? Good. Okay, Joyce.
When life is predictable.
Oh, when I could predict my life, okay, tomorrow will be like this, next year will be like this. When I go, whereas if it's unpredictable, what might happen next day, or what might happen the same. Okay, I heard that there's a pilgrimage. When is that happening? Right? When is that happening? Not sure. Unpredictable. You're getting it? Scared. Okay. No, it's happening on this date. What time? At this time. How? By this. So predictable. So very comfortable. Very good. Last. Anyone? Gentleman here.
I don't know, playing video games.
Your name?
Laksharaj.
Lakshana.
Laksharaj.
Okay, Laksharaj playing video games. Okay.
If priorities get fulfilled, a sense of happiness is there. Whether it is
Okay, don't be general. Don't give the answer. Don't give the answer on behalf of everybody. You're getting it? Give a very specific answer. For example, the answer Venerable gave is very for everybody, the same. But I asked cheesecake, then he said yes. Right? So likewise, be very precise.
it could be music, meditation.
Don't say music. Don't say it could be. For you. Not for on behalf of somebody else.
For me, music.
Music, what you got?
Meditation.
Music, meditation, good. Okay, now, yes.
Movement and dance together with others. Movement and dance together with other people.
Movement and?
Dance.
Dance together with other people. Okay, now you have given your answer. Now let me put it a little further. You like the music? You like the meditation? 24 hours meditation. 24 hours. You like cheesecake? 10 kg cheesecake. Traveling? No rest. Traveling all the time. And Shobit, what do you say?
I didn't say anything. She's a nature.
No, what do you say?
I didn't say anything.
You didn't say. What is what do you want? What makes you happy?
Winning.
Huh? Winning. Okay. Winning what?
Sports, everything.
Okay. Which means you have to play the game. You play the game 24 hours. Right?
Can I win for 24 hours?
It doesn't matter. You have to play. Without playing, you will never win. You're getting it? Keep playing. And then in nature, no food. Nature all the time. You're getting it? And the gentleman here, what did you say?
Spending time with friends.
Spending time with, okay, 24 hours, spending time with friends. Right? And the friend will say, okay, what's your name? Chris, I'm very sorry. First, they will say, they will leave you for one day. Well, I have to go and rest. This is when you're in your 20s. And then in your 30s, they will say, Chris, we don't have time. Right? They have to take care of the children. And then after 10 years, they may call you, I'm coming, Chris, are you free? You're also not free. You're getting it? So, if friends, then you say, now go be with friends, 24 hours. No, we don't have time. Okay. And then who else? And PlayStation. PlayStation is quite dangerous. 24 hours people can play. So quite dangerous, yes. All right? Okay. Anybody else? Huh?
Empty roads.
Empty roads. Okay. Empty roads, best is go to Sahara Desert. It's empty road. Right? Sorry, right? Isn't it? Okay. So we see that these things now. Do you get something like, for example, say cheesecake? Eat more. 1 kg you cannot eat. How many you think that you can enjoy 1 kg cheesecake? 1 kg, 1 kg. Hey, 2 kgs. Okay, no 2 kgs. 1 kg maybe. You have never tried. Try it once. Right? If you become sick, don't blame me. Right? Okay, 2 kgs, no way. Which means, look, this is so important for us. This is so important. Say, say, I have a music player, and with my finger, I press a button, and the music comes out. My finger is not the music. Don't forget it. My finger is the trigger of the music. Music is coming from this gadget. You getting it? My finger is not the music. It's the trigger. Likewise, cheesecake is not happiness. Cheesecake is like my finger. It's like, because my finger can press anything. Music, non-music. With non-music, music will not come. Likewise, cheesecake can trigger anything. Can trigger pleasant feeling and trigger vomiting, puking. Yes, 10 kg, 2 kg, it'll make you vomit. It'll not give you joy. You're getting it? You agree? So cheesecake is the trigger. It's not the real joy. Real joy is coming from where? Come from inside. You're getting it? So it serves as a trigger. Cheesecake. Say, open space. Where the road is empty and driving. That's a trigger. If that really gives you the joy, go to Sahara Desert. Then 24 hours drive, keep driving. Then happiness. You'll not get happiness. So likewise, playing or winning. Winning. And some people, so with winning, what happens then? You feel happy, right? Why?
It's relief after effort.
Okay, you get a sense of accomplishment. I accomplished something. So for that, so then the best thing is you play with the small children. You keep winning. 24 hours play, keep playing with the small children. You keep winning. You keep winning. But you'll not do that. You'll feel tired, right? You'll tired. Okay, so these are all the triggers. These are all not the real happiness. Only if you get conviction. That's very true. These are the triggers. They are not real happiness. If at all, the happiness is coming from somewhere inside, not from outside, not from your finger, not from the cheesecake. These are the external triggers. The real happiness coming from inside. So this inside, there's a treasure inside. So some people, they use external means to get this treasure. Some people, smart people, they go directly. They go directly. For example, say you want something work to be done. Let's say for a house, and there's a middleman. The middleman comes as a contractor, and this contractor give it to a real laborer. So this person gets some cut. What do you call it? Commission. Hello. So this person gets the commission. A commission coming from you. So therefore, this is indirect. Whereas if you can approach the contractor, the real contractor directly, then the commission you don't pay. You getting it? So the thing is that we are using indirect means. Cheesecake, driving, winning, and these things. These are all indirect means to retrieve the inner treasure. So those people who directly try to get the treasure from inside, directly, without these indirect means, these are smart people. And they can really, it is like, say, sometimes, say, this clock, it may cost you like, let's say, 100 rupees. And some people can sell you for 1,000 rupees. So money that you're paying can actually get you 10 of these clocks. But if you don't get the wrong person, you get only 1 clock instead of 10. Likewise, you put a lot of effort, and finally what you get is a little bit of happiness coming from inside, because you are doing the indirect means. Whereas those people who use to direct the effort to retrieve the happiness directly, they, instead of 1, you can, with the same effort, you can get like 10, 20, 100 times more happiness. So these are the smart people. So the next question is, how to do that? How to get the direct, how to directly retrieve this happiness. First thing is that this, cheesecake is the trigger, it's not the real happiness. This conviction you have to get. You agree? Once you get this conviction, next is, then how, so yes, there's something inside. And if you open your heart, you'll not find it. But something's coming. You eat a cheesecake, that's a very pleasant feeling. And somebody's there who genuinely shows affection, the extreme less pleasant feelings coming. How many of you had that experience? Say somebody gives you genuine affection, then you feel a beautiful feeling coming inside. Does that sense? Yes, this is so precious. This is so precious. Particularly when you go through difficulties, where when you are nice, when you're successful, people are there. Oh, I'll help you with this, I'll support you like this. When you're nobody, then people all withdraw. You're getting it? People withdraw. How many that experience? Raise hands. Once in a while, when you really, really need help, then nobody's there. Raise hands. Yes, it happens. So under such situation, if somebody comes to rescue you, there's a real compassion. That compassion is very rare. Very rare. Okay, so when that compassion, you feel that compassion, the feeling inside is extremely, extremely beautiful, which Peter said that being that love, being that feeling of affection is so, when all the barriers dissolve. What is the problem? The problem is unhappiness is just a mental problem. What is a mental problem? When you feel the barrier, when you feel that you are in a prison of your own mind. For example, say you have a conflict with your colleague at the workplace, and you come home and your mother says, okay, how's your day? What day? And your mother becomes, right, the mother starts to shrink. Okay, now I cannot talk to her, right? And then you also cannot talk to your mom now, because you made your mother to shrink. And your father comes, what happened? What happened? Right? Again, now you cannot talk to your father also. Then your husband comes, hey, don't behave like this. What? Don't behave like this. Now you cannot talk to your husband also, to your children. And then you feel so lonely that you are in the prison of one's own mind. You cannot talk to anybody. Not cannot talk to your husband, wife, the father, mother, children, your neighbor, your colleague, to no one. Sometimes it happens, presents. Sometimes it happens. You feel so suffocated. Now you cannot turn to anybody. Raise hands. Shalini, never. Yes. Once in a while. Sanjula, never.
Can't think.
Okay. So there, what is happening is that you have created a barrier. You put yourself in a small space. It is known as mental prison. How many agree with me? Raise hands. This is known as a mental prison. Now this prison, there's no wall. It's a mental wall created. There's a barrier. Now with this genuine affection, what happens? These walls are removed. And it's like you bound by rope and put in a small cage for a long time, for like two years, for like 2 days, 3 days, 2 weeks. And then suddenly you are released with ropes removed, and you are taken out of the cage, and you could feel the real freedom. You could feel the freedom. You're getting it? This is exactly what is happening here. When you feel the affection, genuine affection, then these barriers all removed, you feel the real ease and real freedom, which is so precious, so beautiful. And it's all come from inside. There's nothing external. Say for example, if you, let's say that you meet your mom or dad who you did not meet the last 2-3 years for whatever the political reasons or whatever, that you are separated, and then both of you crave to meet, and suddenly you would meet in a place. That whole place turned out so beautiful. You agree? And whenever next time you come to the same place, you see the place so beautiful. It's not external, it's the same place. It's the same place. But your mind feels it as so beautiful. Your mind has opened it. So you see the object, this trigger, the memory comes back. So which makes you feel that the place is so beautiful and memorable. Okay, so in other words, what we are learning is that this treasure is inside. And this treasure, if it is manifested fully, what is it like? This is, okay, now this is little technical. If this treasure is manifested fully, what is it like? For example, like with the cheesecake, it just opens up a little bit. That treasure inside to come out little bit of joy for 5 minutes and so forth. And then music for 5 minutes. And then eventually again you will remove the meditation. Then after how long? After how long? 1 hour? 1 hour. Then after that, then you do like this. Right? This is not meditation. You're getting it? You have to stop it. So all these, they just immediately trigger whatever joy inside, trigger that, and that's it. Whereas if you can directly open this treasure box, let it come out, what is it like? This is known as infinite ease. Infinite ease. Okay, infinite ease. And just imagine whatever ease that you experience, that you have truly felt is so beautiful, just multiply that with infinity 24/7. That is the kind of the ease that is within us, each one of us. This is what the Buddha discovered. Buddha discovered that, and because of this, and this is the greatest of the treasure. So this treasure, everybody has it. Boys, girls, everybody has it. Rich, poor, whatever religion, with religion, without religion, everybody has this treasure. This is the most precious treasure. So, because of this confidence, even the kings, a prince who later becomes a king, does not feel that treasure, does not experience that treasure. You getting it? So, which means that if you can really feel it, that is the greatest of your achievement. This is the greatest. The experience of winning, victory. So this is real win-win. This is real victory that you let this experience manifest fully. Okay, and this everybody has. So therefore the Buddha is very confident that there should be no reason why people should suffer due to injustices. Everybody is equal in having the greatest of the treasures. So therefore, Buddha fought very strong against gender discrimination. There should be no discrimination against and nowadays, people, they don't really understand those days. Just imagine. For example, today, look at, the situation where, say, they look at this world, the political scenario, where 2 blocks happen, then if you go to this side, the other person will not like you. You know this political dynamics? So this was exactly in those days, where, say, somebody speaks on behalf of the females, female empowerment, equality of the gender, everybody is against you. You're getting it? Because in those days, male chauvinism was predominantly existing. So the Buddha was the one who fought so courageously against any form of injustices. Why? Because Buddha is convinced that everybody has this beautiful treasure. This is known as the hidden treasure, the most expensive, most precious treasure everybody has. You have it. I have it. Each one of us, we have it. Even the tiny animals, they have it. Insects, they have it. Everybody has it. So this is very important for us to gain conviction that this is a reality, that everybody has this hidden treasure. Okay. Once you get this conviction, what is the next question? What is the next question? Tinshirbla? How to let this hidden treasure manifest. You're getting it? This is the next question. Okay. So I will stop here. Okay. So what happens is, just for information, for all of us like Joyce, for us to mentally feel predictability of the future. Right? That, for example, tomorrow is NMC. So tomorrow is not a master's course, tomorrow evening. So evenings usually we have some online classes happening. Tomorrow is not a master's course. Those from the Nalanda master's course, you'll be a part of this. And those who are not a part of the master's course, if you want to join, I would not welcome you, but what I would say is that you can join at your own risk. Welcome means that you'll enjoy. No, I cannot give you this promise. So therefore, I will not welcome you, but if you want to come, you come at your own risk. You're getting it? This is not a master's course. And day after tomorrow is Nalanda diploma course. That I will welcome you. Right? NMC, NDC, even those who are not part of this program, you want to join day after tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be at your own risk. Day after tomorrow, if you want to come, most welcome. Even though you are not a part of this program, still you can come. You will get something. Okay, tomorrow, I cannot take risk. You have to take the risk if you want to join. Okay. And this is where is tonight. The class is in Tibetan language. It's in Tibetan language, and if you want to just feel what is the Tibetan language like, and you want to sit here for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you come. Right? And whereas if you want to sit for the whole class, where you feel some connected, that you must be a Tibetan from a past life, then stay. Right? Stay. Otherwise, you want to just curious, what's the Tibetan language like? You stay for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, up to you, and then you can leave. Okay. So this is what it is. We'll stop here. Now, let's turn to page 52 of the Blaze. The great Tibetan masters, they mention that two important things in every virtue that you engage in, one at the outset and one at the end. One at the outset is setting a proper motivation. At the end, that doing the proper dedication. Okay, so now is the dedication for this day. Let's dedicate the merits that His Holiness the Dalai Lama, the true source of joy and happiness in this world, that His Holiness, that they will have a very healthy, long life for the benefit of all beings. And let's also pray that all the learning centers of the Buddha's teachings of compassion and the wisdom, may these learning centers thrive in the activities of study, reflection, meditation, so that as many continue to reap benefit out of these centers. And let's pray that the teaching on the wisdom of emptiness and the compassion, universal compassion of Bodhicitta, thrive in the minds of all beings. And may all the wars, conflicts, domestic violence, and so forth, may all these the problems subside, and that everybody be able to take a fresh breath of air of peace. Okay, with this mind, let's turn to page 52. I dedicate the merit that's gathered towards the realization that is in the prayers of all Buddhists and Bodhisattvas for 3 times, and to the upholding of the doctrine, scripture, and insight. May in all lives, through the force of this merit, never separate from 4 wheels of the Mahayana vehicle, and accomplish all the stages of the path, renunciation, Bodhicitta, persevere in the 2 stages. From my 2 collections, vast space that have amassed from working with the effort for great length of time, may I become the chief leading Buddha for all those whose minds, wisdom, eyes blinded by ignorance. Okay, let's recite this Buddha, praise to Buddha Shakyamuni. The handout given to you. Let's say this 3 times together. Toge toje shage reso chon shenge me to dege bonjo ba serge lumbo tabor jebe ko shage gebo kyola cha se lo mone mone mahamuna yeswa mone mone mahamuna yeswa Abge tuje shage reso chon shenge me dege bonjomba serge lumbo tabo jebe go shage gebo kyola cha se lo mone mone mahamona yeswa mone mone mahamona yeswa Abge tuje shage reso chon shenge me dege bonjomba serge lumbo tabo jebe go shage gebo kyola cha se lo mone mone mahamona yeswa mone mone mahamona yeswa Abge tuje shaye reso chon shenge me to dege bonjomba sege lumbo tabo jebe ko shage gebo kyola cha se lo mone mone mahamona yeswa Muni Muni Mahamuna Yeswa Om 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 Muni Muni Mahamuna Yeswa. Three prostrations together.